Hey guys, it is me again. Today is what is it? Sunday, March 6th. Yep, day 65 on our project Serve Him More. So it is good to see you guys again here tonight, as always. I'm gonna try to make it as quick as I can tonight, guys. I'm a little bit late getting this uploaded. I've not answered comments for last night yet. I'm gonna try to. I was gonna do it a while ago. I said, oh, I'm gonna get this video in quick and get everything done quick. And I went to turn on my webcam, and it kept popping up and saying that the webcam was being used by another program to end that program first. And I didn't have it run. I didn't have anything else, so I kept trying it and trying it and trying it, and it never did do anything. Kind of freaky. I think it's done that before. I updated a bunch of stuff last night. I updated my Adobe and Flash Reader and Java, and I've updated everything on this computer in the last few days to try to get it to work better and faster and quit acting so goofy. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with this camera doing that or not, but so I shut the computer down, restarted it, and that works fine. So I don't know what it was, but just one of those little goofy things, I guess, with a computer. But I'm glad you guys are here tonight. I just want to ask in the beginning, guys, for you to pray for me. Pray for me this week. I guess the devil's just trying to get to me, guys. I've not had a good day today. My teeth have been bothering me. We actually got a big snow. Well, I'm not going to say a big snow. We got snow here overnight last night. When I went to bed last night, it was still 60 degrees and raining a little. And I got up this morning for church, and we had probably an inch of snow. And it was 36 degrees. So, today was supposed to be communion. Which, I mean, still, none of this snow stuck on the road or anything. It covered the grass. And so, we didn't think anything of it. I guess where me and Dad have to get out every day. And, I mean, if we get 10 inches, 12 inches, 2 feet, 3 feet, I mean, as long as everything else is still kind of moving, we have to go right along too. So, even if everything is bad, we just keep right on trucking. We've got four-wheel drives, front-wheel drives. We don't pay any attention to that. And I guess sometimes I forget that a lot of people do. If it snows any, they don't get out, whether it's on the roads or not. Because I know there's not anything on the roads today. But anyway, so I didn't think anything about calling church off. I don't know why it's a little skip of snow. And we probably had, I don't know, 15 people at church maybe. I mean, people that have not missed since I've been the pastor there didn't come today. And it just blew me away, I mean, like I'm saying, I'm not going I'm not going to get on to them for not coming. I mean, I'm not going to say, like I said, maybe where they lived it was bad. I know we had 2 young girls come from all the way across the county. They had to cross, I know, of 2 mountains. They had to come from pretty much the roughest spot in the county. 2 teenage girls showed up. I figured if they could make it, everybody else could have too. But anyway, like I said, I just, that aggravated me because, I thought, I may have made the wrong choice by even having church. And, we've got a woman at our church that we're trying to help right now. She's the one that I've actually told y'all about before. And we just can't. The church don't have any money. The church is broke. And I don't know. It's just she seems to be in need more than what we can help. And that aggravates me. To be honest, I don't know. I probably shouldn't even say this, but to be honest, I'm kind of getting the feeling like she's trying to take advantage of us, to be honest about it too. And I don't know what to do. And even if I wanted to do something, like I said, I can't. because we don't have the money to do anything. And it's just, I'm not going to lie, I actually took a couple of the, I guess you would call them church elders, aside today before we started, and asked them to pray for me, because, you know, all this was, you know, like I said, all this had got to me so bad this morning, it was really aggravating me. So you guys pray for me. Something else, guys, too, I want to ask, pray for me, pray for my business. You know, business is going pretty good right now, and I'm drawing paydays, but it seems like right around this time of the year, March and April every year, it gets real hard on us, because usually we're making decent money, but a lot of things come due. We just had to tag all of our cars. That took a big hunk of money to do. Insurance, in April, taxes, and, you know, just, you know, what I'm trying to spit out, guys. I've got about $600 worth of obligations that I have to meet between now and Tuesday. Now, that includes going to the dentist. I'm just kind of giving a rough figure there. I don't want to blow that dentist appointment off. And I'm not going to be able to, because this tooth is just not, you know, I may have to ask the secretary if they can just bill me. Because like I said, I've got about $600 worth of obligations I have to meet. I have to give Mom money to buy groceries with tomorrow. I need to by tomorrow. I've got to pay the Snap-on Tools guy. I've actually got some other tools ordered that I got to pay for. And some other just little miscellaneous stuff. Anyway, it's about $600 worth of stuff I have to pay by like Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. And right now I've got $200. So, you know, pray, guys. Pray that the Lord will somehow send that money my way. And I know that He will. I know that somehow He'll do it. So, again, like I said, I just want to ask you guys to pray for me. You know, the devil's trying to aggravate me right now with these situations at church. And our kids, our youth group, is also wanting to go to a concert next Saturday in Lexington, about 3 hours away from us, 2.5, 3. It's called Winter Jam. They're having a bunch of the new, you know, Christian rock band. Well, not Christian rock, just Christian bands. I don't know why I said rock. Anyway, they're wanting to go. We've got the bus. You know, everything. They've got the money to go, but they need an adult chaperone to go with them, to take them. And so far, we've not found anybody. And, you know, I have to work. I can't do it. Plus, to be honest about it, I'd never might find my way to Lexington and back anyway, probably. Or, well, actually, yeah, I could, but I've never really been to Lexington by myself. But anyway, I just can't do it. And I don't know. So far, they've not had any parents. You know, usually one of the parents or one of them or something will step forward and say, I'll do it. And I don't know. None of them they've not done it so far. And, you know, that's what I was telling Dad today. That was aggravating me. And he said, well, you know, he said the other pastor, you know, he didn't drive the bus. He didn't do stuff like that. I said, well, no, I'm not saying, I'm not necessarily feeling bad because I can't do it. Just, you know, before, I don't know, it just seems like nobody don't want to do anything in our church. It just seems like everybody's just lackluster. They don't want to sacrifice to serve the Lord, and that's bothering me right now. And, you know, maybe part of it's my fault. You know, they say lead by example. I try to do these things, and I don't know. But anyway, just pray about that, guys. A lot of things have got me aggravated right now, like I said. So just pray. I guess I'm going to get to it tonight. Again, like I said, I know I didn't check comments last night. I'm going to check them before I go to bed. So let's see here. Like I said, guys, just pray for me. Pray for my church. It needs it right now. Pray for my business. Pray, like I said, just pray that I'll be able to meet these obligations that I've got to meet by like I said, by like Tuesday or Wednesday. So just pray for me. Mark chapter 15, verse 23. And I know I've sat here for 10 minutes and rattled on about nothing, but I'm just asking for your guys' help. Mark 15:23, and they gave him to drink wine mingled with myrrh, but he received it not. And when they had crucified him, they parted his garments, casting lots upon them, that every man should take. Whatever man should take. See, that was to fulfill a prophecy. And it was the third hour, and they crucified him. And the superscription of the accusation was written over, the King of the Jews. And when they crucified the two thieves, the one on his right hand, the other on his left, and the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, and he was numbered with the transgressors. And they that passed by railed on him, wagging their heads, and saying, Ah, thou that destroyest the temple, and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself, and come down from the cross. Likewise also the chief priest, mocking, said among them with the scribes, He saved others, himself he cannot save. Let Christ the King of Israel descend now from the cross, that we may see and believe. And that they were crucified with him reviled him. And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. You know, guys, this verse 32, that's kind of it says, Let the Christ, the King of Israel, descend now from the cross, that we may see and believe. You know, if you have to see Jesus, if you have to see these things to believe them, that's why he didn't do it. You know, that's why all these atheists people say today, well, if God was real, he'd show himself. Let him show himself. No. If he has to show himself to you, physically show himself before you'll believe in him, that's not what he wants. That's not the faith and the love that he wants. Anyway, in the 9th hour, we'll end right here. Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Elo, Elo, lama sabachthani, which is being interpreted, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? So, anyway, verse 35 is where we're going to continue tomorrow. Guys, I'm glad you were here. Like I said, I wanted to make this video shorter, but hey, I got to rattling on. I guess feeling sorry for myself. But like I said, guys, I just do that because I want your guys' prayer. It makes me feel better. It lifts me up knowing you're praying for me. And I don't know, I guess it just makes me feel better to get it out. So you guys pray for me, pray for my business. And like I said, we've got a lot going on right now. We've got a lot of work sitting there that we're trying to finish up to get paid for and things. I've got a lot of people that owe me a lot of money. If you know, it's just you know, a matter of getting it in time. But anyway, guys, like I said, pray for me. That's what I need. I love you guys. If you all need anything, let me know. Pray for this tooth till I can have it taken care of, hopefully Tuesday. And till I see you guys again, good night and God bless.